Hello everyone, and welcome to my video on the new Minecraft snapshot, and the name is right behind me, flashing with some of the new blocks that are being added. So these are the new copper bulbs. These ones are waxed so that they don't get oxidized, but these are actually really they're amazing because you can basically just use these as a 1 block wide, or I guess 2 block wide because of the comparator T flip-flop. So if you were to get some redstone, or anything that can give an output really, so a button, you know. Okay, so basically what we can do, we can link these up to some redstone, and if we were to press a button, these are just going to stay on. So without any power, these are just staying on. So they're toggleable, and they can be read with a comparator. So if we were to get a comparator, there you go. Actually, I think I might put it here just so it's a bit easier to see. So when this, yeah, here you go. So yeah, there's no power in this redstone here, but whenever it's got, like, you know, whenever the bulbs are on, the comparator will read the signal. So we can use this as a really small T flip-flop if we were to just put a copper bulb here, a comparator here, and literally just a button here or redstone or anything. And then this will give an output signal of, right now it's only 15 for all of the bulbs, but I'm hoping that changes in, like, at least the official update. So whenever we turn this off, we're going to get no output signal, but whenever it's on, we will get an output signal. So this is just a really compact T flip-flop, or as Mumbo Jumbo has called it in one of his recent videos, the copper flopper.
And I hereby name it the cop flop. It is the cop flop. If any of these pop up in any redstone builds now, they have to be referred to as the cop flops. And if you want to be really fancy and use the full name, it's the copper flopper.
So yeah, that's the copper bulb, kind of. We've also got other variants of the copper bulb. So we've got other oxidization levels. So, and these will give off different amounts of light. So if that's the normal one, the exposed one, the weathered one, and the oxidized one. So if we were to get a button or lever or anything, so that's how much light. So this one, the oxidized one, gives off the light level of 4. The lightly weathered, or sorry, the weathered, or is this the weathered one? Yeah, the weathered one gives a light level of 8, which is the first block in Minecraft Survival that actually gives off a light level of 8 like this. This one, so the lightly weathered one, I think gives off, I can't quite remember what this one gives off. I'll say in the video with text or something. And then this one gives off light level of 15, which is the maximum level. So to us, we could probably actually figure out if we were to turn off smooth lighting, but I cannot be bothered. So that's the light levels, and with an axe. So if we were to get an axe, any axe will do. There we go. If you were to get an axe, you can scrape off the oxidization of all of these. So just like so, and now these are all the you know, completely non-oxidized variants. So that's the copper bulbs. It's basically a small T flip-flop and actually a really nice light source. Also, whenever it's powered, so this has kind of got like 4 different versions. So it can be off, it can be on, it can be off and powered. So when it's powered, it's got a little red dot in the middle, and it can be on and powered. So again, on with a little red dot in the middle. Now, considering that there are 4 different oxidization levels, that actually gives us 16 different, like, 16 unique blocks to play around with. And also I have actually built this with the new copper bulbs as well. And this is the circuitry for it. It's actually really simple. So I've just put in a repeater clock here, because I couldn't remember how to build a hopper clock. And then other than that, it is just an observer chain. So, you know, that's the new copper bulb, which is amazing. And before we get on to anything else, I just want to quickly say that Mojang has now, so this lovely block here, the crafter, right? It was perfect in its first snapshot, and they've ruined it. They've ruined the texture. There was a little like, you know, stone. It was stone or iron or something on the bottom, and they've just changed it. It's been ruined. Please, guys, please put this back to how it was originally. It was perfect, and you've ruined it. Like, you've just ruined the texture. Now I've got that out of the way. I'd also like to say they have retextured the bat, and now it looks adorable. So if we were to get a bat spawn egg, here we go. It's got big ears. It's really difficult to see, which is probably a good excuse for using the new commands that they've added. And it's kind of like the carpet mod, so it's a tick command, so you can do tick rate and slow it down. So usually there's 20 ticks a second, so tick rate of 20 is just the normal speed of the game, but we could turn this down to 10. Now we're playing at half the speed that the game usually is, and the player gets slowed down as well, so everything just gets slowed down. But if we were to put the tick rate to 40, for example, everything happens twice as fast. Sadly, the player doesn't get sped up, but you know, other than that, everything is happening twice as fast. And we can also do tick freeze. So if we were to freeze it, then everything but the player pauses. So this is a, let's quickly just and then to unfreeze it, it's /tick unfreeze, so like that, and then that just lets the game play normally. And I'm just going to quickly put the tick rate back down to 20 so that it's not really fast. So if we were to freeze this, then we can get a better look at the bat. I don't really want that though. Like I want him to have his wings more like, you know, whatever. So yeah, this is the bat. The new bat texture. He's got little purple ears and really big eyes. And yeah, as you can see, with the tick freeze, it's also frozen this redstone. So all of these observers are stuck as how they were, and it's not moving anymore. We can interact with things, but it's not going to do anything. If we were to walk around, it's not going to make any particles either. So if we were to just quickly do this, spawn in a bunch of bats, then we can do /tick unfreeze, and now a bunch of particles, they've all started moving. This is activated again. The lights have turned on. So there you go. So that's the new tick command. That's really all it is. You can also do tick sprint. So if we do /tick sprint, then you can have a day, 3 days, a minute. So if we were to just do 1 minute, then this is just gonna run everything through like really quickly. Here you go. So it's just finished that. And as you can see, it's just sped the game up. It has. And they've also added a bunch of new copper blocks other than just the copper bulb. There is, let's search it, copper. They have added some chiseled copper, copper grates, copper doors, copper trapdoors, and then copper bulbs as well. Obviously, we've gone over them already. And then waxed and oxidized versions of all of them. So the chiseled copper actually looks really nice. I like the little X design, and this kind of design it's there in most of the copper things. So if we were to put down a copper door, it's got the little X design in the middle where all of the lighter copper colors would be. And then the trapdoors also have the same X design, but also have a little hole in the middle. And I'm pretty sure that these are the first like trapdoors and doors that you can properly see through. Like, yeah, you could see through the oak one, but not really very well. But these ones have like a proper kind of window in them. And then the copper grate, it's basically just copper glass. So you can, mobs won't suffocate in it. Mobs shouldn't be able to spawn on it properly, like spawn on it naturally. So yeah, it's basically just copper glass, but it does look quite nice. So that is actually all of the new copper blocks, but when these get activated with redstone, as of going over the copper bulbs, I think that these aren't toggleable. Like, these are just like a normal door, but like these are basically just a wooden door, but have a different sound and look different. But because of the copper bulbs functionality, I really think that these should be like toggleable, and obviously because the grates are like a copper glass, it's not transmitting any power through it, which makes sense. Yeah, sadly these are not toggleable. So that's all of the new copper functionalities, I think. If I remember any more, I'll get back to them. But they have also added new things for tuff. They have added tuff stairs, tuff slabs, tuff walls, chiseled tuff, polished tuff stairs, polished tuff slabs, polished tuff walls, tuff brick stairs, tuff brick slabs, tuff brick walls, and chiseled tuff bricks. So with all of these are actually all I think all of these blocks are actually in the new trial chambers from what we saw at Minecraft Live, other than the stairs, walls and slabs, and obviously the normal tuff. So, but however, these are actually a really nice block, and let's move over to the light real quickly. We'll just use the lava. There you go. These actually have a really nice texture to them. They've got like a proper brick texture. They've got a bit of green in there as well, so that's kind of good for, I don't know, almost moss, I guess. And then you can also put in some chiseled tuff bricks, let's say along the top, and then normal tuff. And it actually gives it a really nice effect, and kind of just makes it look like the normal tuff bricks, but with a wiggle through them. So again, we can put them at the bottom here and just make a stripy pattern almost. So that's obviously the new tuff bricks. However, these chiseled tuff bricks have got a really nice top texture as well. It looks almost a bit like a mirror, but it looks really shiny in a way. It looks like it's meant to be really, really shiny. And obviously the tuff stairs and whatnot, you know, they all do the same things as a normal stair. But yeah, so that's the tuff stuff. We've obviously got walls as well, which again act like normal walls. But yeah, to us, I think that this, I don't know why, but I think that it shouldn't do that. I think it should just be like one long texture without the squares. But you know, that's just me. So obviously that's all the new tuff, and then obviously the bat texture is updated, and I think that's pretty much the entire update, including all of the tick commands. But yeah, that is the new update. It's update 23W43A. If you haven't managed to read this sign yet, but yeah, I think that's everything. Just gonna skim through real quickly. I've mentioned the crafter. Yeah, that's pretty much everything. But also these copper bulbs, they they have an amazing mechanic where you can, so every like all redstone things run off of even ticks. So there's 20 game ticks, but and then 20 game ticks a second, but and then 10 redstone ticks a second. But the copper bulb doesn't run on redstone ticks, it just runs on normal ticks. So we could make a wave machine, you know, quite easily by just having a little observer line facing, I don't know why, but I can't put the observers facing the right way. Here you go. So yeah, we can have we can always just have an observer line facing this way like this, and then pistons. Now this is one way to just make a really easy wave machine. So if we were to do that, then obviously, you know, you get a wave machine like that. But if we were to mix in copper bulbs with the observers, like so, like just like that, and then have these observers go into a block to make sure that everything is just running correctly, or, you know, just a piece of redstone dust actually. So just bear with me a second. Here you go. So I've just made a longer version, and as you'd expect, it works really nicely. So I'm just going to quickly replace these. I don't know why, but I feel as though they need to. I don't know. It just doesn't feel right having them not the same kind of thing. Okay, so if we were to again put the tick rate down, then you can see that all of these are activating completely separately from, like, you know, much more precise than what it would be otherwise. So if we were to put it to 10, that this is what it would look like normally, and that's at half the speed. And if we put it to 20, which is the normal speed, that's what it looks like now. So I kind of want to see what it looks like at 100. Now this is when my game is probably gonna start to not enjoy the speed, because it's gonna have to do a lot more calculations per second for that. Okay, oh man. Wait, hold on, why don't I use a lever? And I'm gonna spam it faster. Yeah, I like that. Okay, so yeah, let's put the game's speed down again. No, not 120. I don't want my computer to die. Thank you very much. Okay, so yeah, I think that's probably just covered the entire update. But just to make sure you don't forget, guys, the crafter is it doesn't look good anymore. The texture, no, I don't. Just so you don't forget, the texture is bad now. At least, I mean, not bad, but it's been ruined a lot. It was much better. Oh, also, listen to that. Whenever the copper bulbs activate and deactivate, they have like a little kind of popping noise. It's kind of nice. I like it. So yeah, I think that's the snapshot covered, and I've actually made a video which is basically a trial ruin or trial chamber, because they've not actually added them. So I decided to build one myself, and I just kind of go through what it looks like to me. So, you know, feel free to watch that if you want. And they're actually bigger than I expected. So, you know, watch that if you want. And I will see you in the next video. Right, guys, I've just realised Mojang has released a Halloween update. I just saw this when I closed my Minecraft. There's a little ghast. Just kind of oh! You can put its fireballs back at it with your mouse. So I guess that's the new Halloween update. Ah, and there's audio as well. Hold on. I'm gonna have a go at this. Where's the ghosts? Ah! Yeah! Ooh. Sorry, I just got a WhatsApp notification. I like the new little... I like their new kind of video. I like the rainbow colours as well, that is. Anyway, so yeah, that's now the entire update of today. And, sorry, that's the 23.43a update. And I guess the new Halloween stuff. So I'll see you